Good afternoon all, hope we are all doing well. Welcome to Affinity Racing, round number 2 of the manufacturer series. Racing with Toyota, for those who don't already know. And this one I'm sort of not too sure on, I've got to be honest. This round, the Supra, if we were in the Group 3, I feel like the Supra would be a pretty decent car. But we're in the Group 4, and the new balance of power rules, I know that they are on the daily races. And they are actually, I did double check before this because I was unsure if they were also carrying the same balance of power. The high, low and medium speed circuit kind of balance of power thing that they've got going on now. Whether or not they were carrying that through the manufacturers. But I did double check, they absolutely are. So I do hope that this means, if we remember the last time, I think it might have been Porsche that we were racing for actually. But we were on this very track, high speed ring, and of course there's certain cars that absolutely excel around here and some that don't, and we were just so far off the pace in terms of actual top line speed that it was just pointless even taking part in the race. So really hope that the Supra and the new balance of power means that we can actually remain competitive. There's a few people up there. Frank has actually gone and done a 15.7 up on the friends list, which is pretty good going. I was, when I did this 16.1, I was ranked number 254, which was yesterday or the day before, a couple of days ago, so quite early obviously. But let's just see how many people are now on and have improved and beaten that time. 1,419. There we go. So, let's have a little look then. So, the Supra actually is in the top 10 quite a bit there, or that first screen. Top 11, 4 out of the top 11 is Supra. So, that is hopefully a good sign. Top car is the GTR there with a 14.252. So, yeah, interesting. Interesting indeed. So, we're ranked 1,419. Alpha, how are we doing? Going to join with the Scirocco. Nice. With those straights, I have no chance for a top 10. That is the only problem, yeah. That is the only problem. There's going to be certain cars that are absolutely going to ace it around here, and some that will be a bit of a challenge, to say the least. So, I'll take this all the way out wide here, actually. Build up as much speed as we can to cross the line. We get 2 laps in here. We'll very quickly go for it and see how we manage to do. I'm jumping on this for the first time today. Stu, how are we doing? May have to have a go at this one. Absolutely, mate. Get on it. Get on it. It's a weird track for me, this. I've got to say, I'm not a huge fan of it. I actually think it's quite a boring track, but I'm hoping that a boring track can hopefully mean some good racing. It doesn't always, normally not the case that, but hopefully it can redeem itself a little bit. Oh, as we run wide there twice into the barriers. Let's get myself back into the swing of things on this one. Could do with a bit more braking there. A bit more braking earlier on. Try and pull this out wide here. Keep it in 4th, half throttle, sort of quarter throttle, and then absolutely get on it. And away we go. I haven't watched the top times yet. I was meant to have a little look at that yesterday, but I did start to run out of time myself. Oh, we don't need to brake there. That's the problem. I still keep getting this track quite confused. Even though there's so few corners, I still need to get used to and learn the track properly, to be honest, and remember it properly. Let's go in for another one. That's an 18. A 118. We should be able to take 2 seconds off that in the end. Oh, you're in a Mazda. Mazda Group 4. Oh, right, okay. So you'll be in the Atenza. Well, to be fair, actually, the Atenza is probably not a bad car around here. I wouldn't have thought. The barrier's a little bit there. I haven't checked the top times, but if I go and have a look and I see that you are still able to wall ride this, I will be raging, because I was hoping that they got rid of that based on the last time that we had this as a daily race. Maybe we had it actually, I think it was the the manufacturers, and the top times indeed were wall riders. And when this first came out, I think it was one of the first races. We had the dynamic time in qualifying as well, and so people were spending literally an hour going around the track, round and round and round, because it started off wet, and then they went onto the dry tyres, and then were able to put in a ridiculously quick lap. But that was what you had to do. But I think they've obviously taken that away now. I think in terms of there's no dynamic weather, I notice on a lot of these time trials. The time trial time that you have now, it's more a case of dynamic time as opposed to actual weather. Bob, good afternoon. How many people will be wall riding, do we think? That's what I was just asking there. I don't know if you caught it. Or is it still a thing? Is the wall riding not being fixed? Because I'm yet to watch the top times, but I would be devastated if I watch the top times and they're all wall riding. I'll be a little bit gutted. 18.4 in your second lap. Oh, wow. 18.4, sorry. Yeah. See what you can improve on that, Alpha. I was thinking I had done an 18.1, but 16. But yeah, 16, so I was going to say that was actually quite quick, but I'm getting the times confused. But yeah, I see if you can improve on that. I think you'd be able to. I know that the biggest one for me is the second two main corners, really. The two left-handers up on the walls. Seaside is the time trial as well. Oh right, I haven't actually looked at the time trial. But yeah, I don't know if I'll be doing that one. Although to be honest with you, I could probably do with the practice, truth be told. So we may well have a look. But yeah, we'll jump into. So we're going to do 3 sessions. First of all, I forgot to say that at the very start of the stream. So we will do 3 sessions. We will do 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 5 o'clock. And as soon as we finish the 5 o'clock one, I need to be straight out the door, because I need to be at a wedding for 6:30. The band's got a gig tonight, so we've got to be there for 6:30. Luckily, it is 30 minutes up the road, so I should have about 5 minutes to spare. Because I think we finish at about 10 to 6, quarter to 6, 10 to 6. The race itself will finish, so I will say the goodbyes then. Straight out the door, straight over to go play a wedding, and then back at like God knows what time in the morning. So slipstream, very important indeed. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to try and time it well enough. I think the first few laps we will just try and get some banked laps in, and then start to have a look at where we can slot in terms of track position. Kind of at the back of the grid here at the moment, so we will sit behind this Aston for now then, because I think he's probably going to have the pace to stay in front by the looks of things. I just do wish that we had actual tyre wear in qualifying. That would be mega. I wish we did have that, but sadly not. Right then, in the slipstream. Do hear the difference when we're in the slipstream directly. He's gone wide, he's gone into the wall. I was a little bit slow around there, to be honest with you. Relatively tidy. It just seems so bizarre to me that on both those corners, the two banked corners, that going round, right the way around the outside is quicker. It makes sense, but it's just sort of, it just doesn't feel right considering it's such a wide corner. Oh, slipstream's disabled for quali, according to Key. Interesting. That's really frustrating if it is. That is so annoying. I genuinely do feel like there is a bit of a difference though. Maybe it's all in the mind though. I hope he's going to back out. I think he is. Surely slipstream can't be disabled. Surely not. That's a real shame if it is. A real shame, honestly. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. Not for quali. It's a whole new, it's a whole nother dynamic. To the race. You're losing so much. You're losing so much. Maybe it is because I'm in the. I would have been realistically in the slipstream there, but yeah. Oh, now I don't know. That's frustrating. That's really frustrating. See if we can keep this planted round here or as close as. Almost end up putting it too far up into the wall. Alright, 16.2, getting closer to my personal best in free practice. I feel like I would be on pole. I'd be on pole position if slipstream was a thing. I mean, everyone's going to be behind everybody at some point on a track like this, aren't they? But I feel like I've been in. I would have been very fortunate if slipstream was on. I would have been in very fortunate positions on track positions for where we've ended up being. Being kind of within 1 second of someone at all times, really. This would be perfect distance for slipstream. Now that you've said slipstream is off, now I think I can kind of tell. I'll be honest with you, I would have been putting myself into a false sense of security. We managed to improve. Look at that. We've actually probably taken off 2.5 tenths, closer as maybe 3 tenths just in that final corner there. This is where I'm losing the most time though. A bit quicker there though, it feels. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, look at that. Wonderful. Lost about half a tenth there, but we see if we can hold it. See if we can still improve by that small margin. We might take this into the 15s. Oh, we almost do, but we don't quite. Half a tenth improvement in the end, but we'll get 2 more laps in here. Try and improve again on those times. We are going quicker than this guy in front though in the Subaru. We might have our lap compromised a bit here on this one. Yeah, we do. Absolutely we do. He's in a corn car though, so I'll give him that one. Might as well hang fire if slipstream is not going to be a thing. We'll take a slightly wider line here because we don't want to compromise by not being on full power all the time. Just take a slightly longer line. To let him get a bit of a gap. And we go once more. This is going to be our final lap then. Take your guesses now. Will we get this into the 15s? I would like to think we could do. I think the other problem without the slipstream as well is that then the you know, the top order. Let's get this right firstly. Nah, this is going to be compromised as well. We're half a tenth up here, unfortunately, as well. Oh, he does back out. It's cost us time having to go around, though, I think. Take the slightly delayed turn into the corner. Ah, I've messed it right up there. I've messed that right up there. No, and we're into the wall. Ah, man. That's pretty much going to be that then. So I think the problem with without that slipstream there as well, what that is actually doing is then your top order is an absolute true representation of pace, which is, you know, what you would always like to think qualifying is. However, there's no denying that slipstream comes into play more often than not. And so what you might start to find is that people are going to be looking at this. Normally we're looking at it, you know, for example, I may have been 3 or 4 positions ahead there with a slipstream, to a point where I might be out of place, and people who are maybe not had a good qualifying or a little bit further back think, right, I can make some progress through the field, mixes things up, makes the race a lot more interesting. So I'll be interested to see how much that affects this, how much it then affects the race, because by rights, unless people have got in people's way, which is the only thing, like we had a couple of laps compromised, this should be now a true representation of pace. And so then you would start to expect, unless people make a mistake or tyre deg or whatever, that you start to expect that this race has then just lost some excitement. So we'll see. We'll see how we get on. P7 for us there, I think that was, wasn't it? P7, yep. So let's just have a little double check of race details before we go in. I don't think... Oh, yeah, it's one of those races. I thought this was the case. One of those races... ×1 fuel and ×1 tyres. I don't really think, and it's just going to be a hard tyre race all the way through, which is also kind of putting a bit of a dampener on things as well. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen on this one? Probably not too much. I think this could have been a better combo, to be honest with you. If we look at the likes of Daily Race C, what we have at the moment, that combo is great because the expected is not the case. So you would expect the medium tyres to be so much faster, and you go onto them and you get 2 laps maybe. If you don't make the most of those 2 laps, the tyre deg is so bad that you're back onto the hard tyres and they become the optimum tyre. Something like that for this would make things a bit livelier, I think. But surely we got to have slipstream in the race, though. Presumably, we can't not have slipstream in the race. I forgot to check the slipstream settings there, actually. But anyways. Oh, interesting. Top 5 in your lobby are wall riders. So that wall riding glitch clearly definitely hasn't been solved then. Which is even more frustrating. Well, we may resort to a bit of wall riding ourselves, which would be a shame. That really would. We'll see though. Sponsored by GoPro, this bloke. Yeah, slipstream in the race. It had to be, surely. I was going to say. Just a shame it's disabled for quali. That's such a nightmare. To be fair, if we're less than a second off the leader and he was wall riding, then who knows? Al Capone, how are we doing, mate? Have a great race. Smash the like for you as well. Absolute hero. Thank you very much, mate. Absolute hero. Absolute hero. Welcome along. Hope we're having a good day. Are you doing these races? Are you in this lobby even, perhaps? Do let me know. Best of luck if you are. Why is my... Check. Oh, I thought my mic had gone off there. Strange. As long as you can all hear me. Probably not for the best, really, is it? Right, come on, then. Times 1 fuel, times 1 tyres. I mean, what kind of racing are we to expect here? Hopefully a good one still. Let's see how we get on. Stu saying you can't ride the wall. Are you asking or are you telling, Stu? I think Alpha's seeming to think that there's a few wall riders in his lobby. I haven't seen the top times though, so I don't actually know. Oh yeah, there is. There absolutely is. Look at that. There you go. That's what we're up against. I hope that they make a drastic mistake whilst trying to do that wall riding. That's what we're up against in the lobby. There is wall riders then, and it is a thing, and it hasn't been fixed. The last season of Manufacturers, where they had this combo, or not, this track rather, I don't know if it was what category it was a bit of an embarrassment, to be honest with you. And the fact that it's still the same is bad crack, let's be honest. You got a penalty. Yeah, I think it's a weird one, because an actual barrier strike, I've had quite a few penalties for that, but they seem to, if they're wall riding it smooth enough, where it wouldn't inflict damage as such on the car in the damage model of GT7, then it doesn't seem to give you the penalty. We'll have a look, because I guarantee all these are going to wall ride again. There you go, they're straight up onto the wall. Oh well, we got a... That was our attempt of it. We did get a penalty, rightfully so. I mean, it's just not on, is it? It's just, you can't We'll certainly not be doing it on the next few laps. We'll serve this penalty, which we deserve for that, but I was just curious to see. It's a big penalty as well. We're gonna lose a few positions. Ooh, dearie me. I don't really know what to do, to be honest. I don't know if I would. I don't even know if I want to take part in the next couple if this is the case. I can't bring myself. I was curious to have a look there, but I can't bring myself to wall ride every lap. There's no way. No way. Just look at the sparks up the top there. It's embarrassing. We've been pushed into the wall there. And again. I don't know. You got a 5-second penalty. Wow. It's a bit brutal. For wall riding, was it? Or for like barrier strike sort of thing. Well, I don't know what they're doing specifically to get away with it. Other than just not maybe hitting it at literally at full throttle. Yeah. I don't know. It makes me not want to really do the next race. 14 laps of this. There's no strategy involved. What a shambles. What an absolute shambles. And then you've got some of them. What the hell is that? Honestly, look how many positions we're going to lose there as well. He puts it up into the wall. Oh man, that is... That is absolutely not on. He managed to get to the apex quite nicely there though. Just as well he was still ghosted. I think this guy's a drummer, fellow drummer in front of us, because battery in French means drummer, I think. If I remember rightly. Yeah, waste of time, absolutely, absolutely. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do the next race. I was looking forward to this one, to be honest. I put quite a bit of time in on the quali as well. No wonder I was not able to improve after a certain point, because the remaining few tenths that was needed comes from cheating, essentially. I did run a little bit wide there, and I clipped the barriers, but I certainly didn't wall ride them. Just frustrating having to out. I mean, to be honest with you, it's kind of one of those don't hate the player, hate the game, and all that sort of thing. But a bit frustrating when you're up against people who maybe are just willing to do the wall riding and accept that that's the quickest way around and just exploit it because it's there. And it's one of those, if you can't beat them, join them, isn't it? People in front are going to see people doing it, knowing that they're getting away, and go to do the same. And what does that leave us with? Not much choice, or just accepting that we're then going to be a few positions off because the top 4 or 5 are willing to go do that and we're not. You just see how much time out of there. Look, that is 2/10 lost, predominantly on exit on the way around, because of course they're able to just carry so much more speed. They're literally full throttling it more or less around the corner into the wall, whereas we're coming off the throttle to try and not put it into the wall, thinking we'll get a penalty. I'm going to be looking like it's going to be a P6. We are literally only halfway through the race, but it's looking at the moment like a P6. Because the guys up ahead, top 4, are all wall riding. Doesn't look like this guy is, so we'll try and have a race with the Spaniard here. Yeah, they should put the high damage on. Yeah, exactly, yeah. But it's a weird one as well with the damage. I don't know how much, you know, you certainly don't see physical damage on GT Sport. On GT7, sorry, but you, and I only find that you only ever get the damage when it's a head-on collision or it's something that is like blindingly obvious. Oh, see, we were up into the wall there, but not intentionally. And then it's a weird one, because if we had a high damage model there, and if you imagine that we ended up with, like, what damage can they actually supply other than aero, of course? But realistically, would you lose much aero from scraping the wall like that? Apart from losing a wing mirror, which probably help you with aero. Probably, you know, probably not. And the car would certainly still be drivable in the real world doing that, you know. It's not going to stop you from being able to move a car forward. So I don't know, it's a weird one, really. We are catching up to this Spaniard here, though. We could have P5. Oh, sorry, Stu, I thought you said you got a 5-second penalty, but you were talking about the guy who we saw get one earlier on. I'm following now, I'm with you. It's a weird one, because I want to be closer to the apex, but I also want the slipstream. Which out of the two, I think slipstream seems to be the way to do it. Bump them along here. Why is he going into the pits? Why is that guy going into the pits? Do you think he's ended up there by mistake? Doesn't make too much sense. Look at the slipstream that we've got, though. The difference this has made onto this Aston here. It's almost like he's moving over to the side for us to get past there. We'll try and have the outside line here. So we've got the momentum. Hope that he I was just going to say, I hope that he doesn't push us into the wall. That's what he does. Goes into the back of us, despite us braking way, way later there. Probably even too late. He still manages to go into the back of us. Right, there's a podium there in front of us here. And I think if I set my sights on that, try and make me forget about the cheating wall riders who are going to win this race. Is there a pit stop requirement in this race? Is that why they're going into the pits? Have I missed a pit stop requirement? Would someone be ever so kind and please check? Do we know if there's a pit stop requirement? Have I somehow missed that? Maybe I have done. Maybe that's the one thing that forces a bit of strategy into this race. Perhaps. Do we know or do we not know? Because we could have a podium here, which would be good points for the manufacturers, but I wouldn't want to miss out by ending up with a 1 minute penalty. Oh, you do have to box. Okay, right. Well, thank you, Alpha. That clarifies that one then. Fair enough. I totally missed that. I was too busy checking about tyres. But a 1 pit stop is mandatory. Okay, okay. Gonna opposite to him. Try and have a quicker lap than he will do on his out lap here. And see if we can go for the overcut versus his strategy. I am also trying to keep an eye for a camera lens on eBay, which I'm getting loads of notifications to say there's a few minutes left. I think it's finished. I think it'll have finished just before this race, annoyingly. That wasn't the best there. That was not the best at all. Look at that wall riding right behind us there. Look how much time he gains as well. Oh, so frustrating. So frustrating. Right, well, we'll pit this lap then. In the hope here that we could have a podium out of this. But we don't need to change tyres. Presumably. Mandatory pit stop, but presumably we won't need to change tyres. I've took the gamble there that we don't have to. I'm guessing that we don't. If I remember rightly now though, yeah. I was just going to say, if I remember rightly, the overcut never really works on this. Because you're then losing so much time on your lack of acceleration out of the pits, and all the way up until this braking zone you're dropping and losing time. As Wayne, the leader, goes into the pits now. Right, apart from the frustrating wall riding, I actually wonder whether this does, strategy-wise, whether this does get a bit interesting. Because if you pitted very, very early, I guess, I could be wrong here, that there is a chance that you could benefit as you progress through the grid with a constant slipstream of cars, providing that you can get past them easy enough. And whether or not that would work out any quicker versus your competition. So that's going to be P5. I felt like we had the podium there, but maybe lost track of the guys who had already been into the pits. So that's all right. Made up 2 positions. We'll watch the replays and we'll see who's wall riding. Absolute joke of a race. P11. Oh, wow. That's no good. Where did you start again, Alpha? P12, did you say, I think? Yeah, P12. Yeah, weird one, that. Very weird. Yeah, weird. Save the replay, though. We'll go have a look. And we'll jump back in. And we'll go for a second one. We may only do 2 attempts. See if we fancy a third. Yeah, good result considering most people cheated. Yeah, you know, not too bad. I mean, to be honest with you as well, actually, let's be fair. We actually had the 1.5 second penalty, which is maybe 2. You know, by the time you've actually got all the way around, pass back again past the start finish line, all the way around that corner, first braking zone, you're constantly then off the pace. So maybe that's costing you 2.5, 3 seconds in total. We had the issues where we got pushed into the wall, lost a few positions. So yeah, P5, all things considered, not bad, not bad. Or P6, sorry. What did I get? Can't remember now. But let's have a very quick watch of this, and let's just look at the race leaders. Wayne, for example, here, what was it that he was doing? There you go. I mean, to be honest, let's actually be realistic here. Would that do much damage to a car? In real life, if we see NASCAR, they're up against the wall quite a bit like that. So, I don't know. Oh, weird. Yeah, I'm gonna do the race. Oh, let's see if we can catch this eBay item first. I'm so sorry, but let's see if we can do it, because we finished a bit earlier than I thought. I might have a couple of minutes left. Literally 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the eBay item. If anybody cares, this is the lens that I'm after. Sigma lens. Does anyone care about cameras? 70 to 210 mil, 2.8 Sigma APO EF mount. Delightful. What's our bid going to be? This stream is taking a bit of a turn, and we're now bidding on eBay items instead. That's how bad the wall riding race is. We will do another entry. Rest assured, we will do another entry. What we're going to bid on this I think my max, I'm going to say 100 and something. I'm going to have to snipe them at the last minute, though. We've got 1 minute, 50 seconds left. Ooh, I don't know. Shall I bid? Current bid, £77. It is a relatively nice lens. I think I might go for it. Check for the fastest time. Yeah, we'll watch... yeah, let's do that. Right, it's going to be this guy. We'll watch the replay. We're going to see, because we've got 60 seconds left on this eBay item. I want to see if I can manage to... Can you see that for the light? I don't think you can. Does anyone care? Anyone care about a nice camera lens? Let me see it. Right, 50 seconds left. We're going to outbid them. If I can get this for less than 100 quid, I'll be laughing. And we'll watch this replay in just a second. And we will see how it is, how you cheat in your way into winning the race. Right, let's go. I'm going to go... I'll go a flat 100. Right, we got... How late do we leave it? We got 15 seconds left. How late do we leave the bid? Someone would go for 100 though, wouldn't they, actually, if they were bidding? Let's go 105. Review bid. Oh, quick, we got 4 seconds. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Did we win? Did we win? Did we win? It's loading. It's loading. That was very last minute. I literally pressed bid at 2 seconds to go. It's still loading. It's just a loading screen. I don't think you can actually see the screen. The reflection's in the way. Oh! Way! We won. Yes! We won, we won. I spent a fortune on camera lenses this week. That can add to another. Yes. Confirm and pay. Wonderful. Whoop whoop. Oh, 70mm to 210. 2.8. What a belter. We'll have that. Right, let's make sure we win this. Pay for it. Sorry. Oh, got to go onto my banking. This is top stream content, this, isn't it? Right, let's have a watch of this this replay then. So, absolutely flat, obviously, across the line. He's in the GTR. Interesting that he's not on the apex and like up on the curb there, but right, what's he going to do? Where's his braking zone firstly? That's the first thing I want to know. He just more or less doesn't have one. That's quite a shunt into the wall, let's be honest. That is the sort of thing that would cause damage. He's hit that at 115 miles an hour side on. Come on, that's... I would kind of understand, or I feel like I would understand if it was a bit more kind of... I don't know, but that was quite a hefty shunt side on. Congrats, I guess. Thank you. £103.76 Stu's guess was. I think I got it for 102. We won. What a treat. eBay says congratulations as well, so... Right. Yeah, to be honest with you, that is just a rather shambolic state of affairs. A 1:14.2 for his top time there. We'll see if we can get any nearer. I don't know whether we think we should do the wall riding or whether we should try and avoid it. I personally would rather try and avoid it. Or at least if it is going to happen and you are going to clip the wall, done in a way that is not going to... that wouldn't necessarily write a car off. His side-on shunt into the wall would absolutely write off a car. So yeah, annoying. You know, really, really annoying. Really, really annoying. Yeah, I just wanted to have a little check then of the we got slip. Do we have slipstream settings here? Surely we would do. Wall collision detection, very strict. I don't think so. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Why did I buy it? Why did I buy the lens? I'm getting a new camera. So I need to replace all the lenses that I've got with a different lens, basically, to fit a cinema camera. Mechanical damage light. Oh, slipstream strength real. That's race settings, but it'll not have. Interesting. Slipstream strength custom. What does that mean? Does that mean we can do it ourselves in the lobby? That's bizarre. Strict my arse. Yeah, exactly. The absolute opposite of strict, but never mind. Yeah, so I'm getting a new camera for the business. So I've actually spent about $2.5 grand now, actually closer to $3 grand now on new bloody camera gear. And that's without actually buying the actual camera that I need. That's everything that goes onto the camera and everything to go with it. So all in all, business expense, of course, but about $6 grand all in all on bloody camera gear. It's ridiculous. It's a nice camera though. It is a nice camera. Yeah, so interestingly, he wasn't actually doing that in the qualifier. Maybe it's because then when you come to turn like I just did, you get a bit of that. See, we get a collision penalty. Not that I'm purposely now trying to wall ride, but I kind of want to understand, like, our contact. I want to understand how it works in this time that we've got here. I want to understand the penalty system itself and how it's deciphering what is a barrier collision and what is not, because that guy's lap absolutely should have been a barrier collision penalty. How is it working it out? I just can't fathom. I can't work it out at all. How is it deciding what is what here? See? I mean, we literally kept it flat there, but you know. Oh, maybe, yeah, good point. Maybe you do actually have to hit it side on to not get the penalty, which is even more bizarre, isn't it? That would be even more weird. But yeah, maybe you're right. I kind of want to work it out so I actually understand this. I just want to understand the decision-making process of the system itself. To be honest with you, that there was actually quite tidy. I know I did clip the wall, but that in itself was actually quite quick round there. We'll finish this lap. Right, 16.412. If you download a livery that looks like a barrier in some sort of like weird kind of camouflage way, do you think that would trick the computer as well to not know? Right, there's about a tenth quicker as well. Ah, should have been in third gear there a little bit longer. Lost a lot of time there. Like I say, it feels so bizarre going all the way up to the top there, being able, and it's still being quicker. It feels like because you're going further out wide that you're taking a longer route. Oh, well, there's our new fastest lap, and we're already, look, a tenth up on this, and we made a couple of mistakes there. So I start to get the feeling now we can get down into the 15s. We can start to be a little bit quicker. We can definitely get down to the 15s. Look at that, we're 3 tenths up. 3 tenths up. That is a clip on the wall, that one there. It's a light enough touch. That's unsettled the car, which is not very good. That is going to be costing time around there. A lot of time. Look at that. That is going to be a mighty quick lap in the end for me, that. I'm going to be quite pleased, to be honest with you. Don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall. Oh, God. That is going to be down into the mid-15s. See if we can improve on that anymore. Quite pleased with that, to be honest with you. Quite pleased. See if I can break any late around here. Not quite. Good lap. Cheers, Bob. Yeah, not too bad. Definitely think there's still some improvements in there, to be honest with you. I mean, look how much time I'm gaining on that final corner there. Oh, that's going to be... yeah, I can't even get the car turned at all. That's going to be a penalty. Wow, more strict on that barrier wall riding than anything else. I wish that they did let you start a little bit further back through the lap, because that's not enough speed, not enough distance to build up full speed on this corner. You should be flat out in 6th gear there. Or maybe still one fifth gear through there, actually. Absolute top end of fifth through that final corner, I think. Right. This is where we can hopefully improve. So you've never got any chance on your first lap to actually set a good lap. We're 6/10 up just by start. Obviously, if we started our first lap, your quali lap, a little bit further back, I think you're disadvantaged massively. Always got to do it on at least the second go. I don't know if this is going to be an improvement. Yeah, it might be the slightest of improvements. It's going to be 1.8 seconds quicker. Yeah, it is. It is. 1.7, whatever it was, quicker than our first lap, which makes it a new personal best. 15.587. Literally only a handful of thousandths. But we're half a tenth up here. Going to brake as late as possible on that 50. Oh, we're almost spinning the car around there. Lost a lot of time. Lost a lot of time. Finish this lap. We go one more. Still feel like I can improve. I feel like I can get that down to a low 15s if I pulled everything together in the lap. No doubt. That's going to be a penalty. Ah! I wanted to turn round. By the time I've then gone all the way back, to be fair, I may as well have just done a full lap. But I feel this is where you should start from. I feel this is where you should start from at the start of your lap. So even then, you're still not up to full speed on the way out of that corner. You're normally in 4th gear on the way around. Can you send me a livery that could trick the barrier? If you think you've got one, I will put it on the car, mate. Absolutely. I feel like we're closing in slightly to this ghost. Up on the straight there. We definitely are now. Slightly, ever so slightly. I have an offset on the ghost of 2/10. 2/10 ahead. I'm going to keep it in 6 here instead of dropping down. I think I might just literally match my time there. I don't know if that is 2/10 or not. Maybe it's a little bit more than 2/10, that, isn't it? No, yeah, it was within a tenth. Oh, it's on the, I got you, it's on the Huracan. Let me see. You just sent it on my phone. Oh, I can see it on my phone, sorry. Oh, that looks nice. Nice. Don't know if you can see that on the camera. Should be able to open it up on here, shouldn't I? I think. Right-yo. Oops. Ruined it. Right, I wonder if we make an early pit stop. I wonder if we pit on the first lap. What do we think? Do we think we should do that? Go short in P7 there. Kenobi 1 Obi P5. How come my points still says active points 175? I'm sure I had more than that. Do they not register until after today? Your points from the races, do we think? P11 in this one. See how we get on for qualifying. Do we think we can do a little bit better this time round? We certainly improved in our practice there. So they were given after the 5 races. That answers that one. That makes sense. Okay, that's cool. Can we get out a bit earlier this time, do we think? Oh, first out. Oh, no. Unsafe release. I'm so gutted that slipstream is not a thing in qualifying, though. Oh, I think we might have had a... Oh, yeah, dearie me, let's not do that. I think we might have had a little raid on Twitch there. We absolutely have done. Wow, raid of 47. Thank you very much. Let me catch that name in just 1 second. In fact, I'm so appreciative. Let's just do it now. I'll jump out of the way. Let me catch this name here. I don't want to miss this. Chad, thank you so much. Look at this. Raid of 47 over on Twitch. It's all kicking off now. All kicking off on Twitch. Thank you so much, guys. Welcome along. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What an absolute hero. That does say Chad, doesn't it? I got the name right. It absolutely does. Thank you very much, man. Chadsters have raided. What a treat. Welcome along, everyone. Thank you very much. We've dropped down to the back here. I wanted to make sure that I caught the name and said thank you. We got a load of followers over on Twitch there now. 50 people watching. What an absolute treat. I mean, I don't know whether it's worth watching, let's be honest. Unless you've came to watch some wall riders and people cheating. Not me, but that's who we're going to see in front of us, I think. Those guys going to be a lot quicker around here on this one. But we had some decent pace there. I mean, we've soon lost the pace now. Now that we got a few people, oh hey, a few people, new faces watching, we of course lose the pace as we always do. But yeah, we managed to improve a little bit there. We were doing all right. I'm hoping we do have slipstream off, and we've dropped way down to the back of the grid in terms of track position. So, but hopefully that's not too much of an issue. I don't think that it will be, because like I say, we don't have slipstream. So, hi there, Affinity. Hello, hello, hello. We've got the Twitch chat is going a little bit mad. We got things bouncing and popping and spinning all over the place. Appreciate it very, very much. And as I say, welcome along. If you fancy now and again, mostly on Mondays, that we do the streams, and of course the weekends for the next couple of months with the manufacturers, if you enjoy some mediocre racing, average pace, average speed, average racing capabilities, and sub-average, subpar reliability, although I'm guaranteed to bin it. That's where my reliability goes down the wall. I'm Charles Leclerc in that sense, guaranteed to put it into the wall when you least want me to. Then you fancy a bit of that, then do make sure you're following, subscribing on YouTube, of course, as well. Hugely appreciate it, and thank you to Chad once again there. I should be sure to drop you a follow on Twitch. I don't think I've spotted any of your streams before, but I shall be following from now on. Thank you very much. What a hero. What a hero. Right, 15.9. We can definitely do a bit better than that. Still distracted by the Twitch chat there, and that was a decent 15.9. We managed to get down to a 15. What did we get? 15.5. Pretty much a 15.6, though, to be honest. It was a very high 0.5, but let's see if we can get a little bit closer to that. We've not got any traffic to worry about, which is a bonus. The slightest of clips to the wall. Nothing penalty worthy like the guys up ahead. Trying to just straight line brake there before we start turning in. Still not quite got the turn in that I wanted though on that one. Off the power. Can we just get enough grip out of the car? Up to fourth on the way out. Need to try and straight line that exit a little bit better. Yeah, and we've lost the 10th that we were up there. However, we might still improve a little bit, because I did lift on this corner here, where there is, of course, no need to do so. Where are we going to cross the line? 15 point what? Oh, it's a 0.8. Still not the best. We've got a long way to go. We've got nearly 7/10 to improve in order to get anywhere close to P1. And the guy behind me there, the next position, is only a 10th off, so I have a feeling he'll be able to improve. He was quite quick, and he's got Ferrari in his name. Hopefully that means he's going to absolutely balls up the strategy in the race, and that might be a position that we can have. You probably forget to pit. Mandatory pit stop on this one, which nearly caught me out. So thank you again, Alpha, for letting me know, because otherwise that would have been a minute penalty on me, and I'll be changing my name to Ferrari. Right, a little bit better on that exit, not by much, I have to say. Slight improvement, almost a 10th. I'm going to keep it in 5th this time, just trying to work out exactly what's best for the top end of this car. My God, please keep turning away from that wall. Thought I was straight into the barrier there. Thankfully not. Couple 1,000th short of a 10th improvement, so we're getting a little bit better. The guy up top there, Kenobi Wanobi, has not improved as of yet, but he is looking rather rapid. Greetings, greetings, absolutely. What wheel am I on? I am on the... I was going to say the G29 there, but it's not. We upgraded, courtesy of Stu, one of our long-time subscribers and supporters over on YouTube, very kindly sent this wheel through. He upgraded, and I thank him every stream because honestly this wheel is absolutely mega. It's the Thrustmaster, it's the T300 with upgraded pedals, both of which absolutely mega, absolutely mega. And the G29 I was on though. I think someone was saying there it looks like the G29. Oh, we're into the barrier. No, 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 no. That's not what we want. I was on the G29 and did a review of that, which is yet to come out on YouTube. Oh, are we not going to get... We quit out there, but we've still got... Does this mean this next lap? Not this, because this is obviously our out lap. Our next lap going to get... disqualified, is it? Deleted. T248 Thrustmaster, nice, nice. I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not too familiar with a lot of the Thrustmasters, the models. I kind of got on. I was on a very, very cheap wheel originally, and then I bought second-hand actually, but very cheaply. Bought the G29 from a mate of mine who had one. Bought the G29 off him. I was on that for a long time, well, for about a year. And then I got sent this by Stu. I actually got sent this in like December before Christmas, and only last month I think I got onto it. So still getting used to it, but I feel like I'm pretty much there with it, to be honest with you. It absolutely mega wheel. Loving the pedals. It took a little while to get used to, probably more than the wheel, but only by like a few extra days I think. The one before mine got you. Yeah, the Thrustmaster stuff's honestly, absolutely mega. Yet to be on any of the Fanatec's or have a try of the Fanatec's and sort of compare, but you never know. One day we'll get up to all that stuff for sure. And I think the next thing for me in terms of the racing side of things, as much as I want to look at setups and bits and pieces, I actually been talking about this for a little while, is getting on over to Assetto Corsa, and actually because Gran Turismo is literally the only one that I've ever played, so I'd love to get a feel and an understanding for some of the other. I know Assetto Corsa is closer to being a sim, more of a sim racing than Gran Turismo is, but onto other games, other sims, and getting a feel and understanding, because I feel like when I do get onto Assetto Corsa ACC that I will have an even better appreciation for this wheel, because I know that there is a lot that Gran Turismo itself sort of thing is kind of lacking in that respect, and I know that ACC covers off a lot of the things that I often mention on streams. But there we go, 6.5 tenths off the race leader. So we start P3 on this one. Yeah, a bit tougher than GT7. Where I struggle mostly is setup. It's always been setup, because it got onto GT Sport. That was the first one I started playing in 2020. COVID came. I jumped on pad, of course, on Gran Turismo, and then ended up being... but got into it probably a little bit too much. Went down the route of wheels and starting to stream and all the rest of it. So still relatively new to it all, but yeah. So the setups is where I struggle the most. And so I think when I get onto ACC, that's where I will absolutely flop to the floor and be pretty bad at. Which pedals do I have? That's a very good question. Stu might be able to actually answer that one. On which ones they are. I did have a note of it somewhere, but I've actually forgotten which ones that they were. But Stu might be able to say. 458 is slow. Well, his name is Ferrari, but he isn't in the Ferrari. He'll probably be glad to know then. Is there anyone in the 458 around here? We've got one 458, which is down in P11 there. 16.2. It's probably still not a bad time, to be fair, that. Stu, can you remember the name of these pedals? Because I do have to say that I forgot, or it slipped my mind at the moment. Yeah, so smooth due to the belt and gear drive. One of the things that I have to say I noticed straight away with this was the differences in feedback. So the feedback is a lot clearer. So when you're on the G29, and you're maybe just going into a corner, whether you're understeering, you're oversteering, whatever, the wheel goes light, and you feel it, and you know that there's something wrong with the car, and you have to paint the picture for yourself. If you're on the way out of the corner, so you're in a rear wheel drive, and you're putting your foot down, you're on the way out of the corner. When you feel the wheel go light, you kind of know, and you think, obviously, I'm spinning up the rears, or I'm oversteering. And same into the corners, you feel it go light, you know that you're understeering a little bit, or you've just, in some instances, just lost control of the car. But with this wheel, you feel it go light when you're oversteering, and you've maybe put too much power down, and you know instantly what it is. And what I love most about it is the feeling you get when you're understeering, or the car is just sliding, because you feel it straight away, where the wheel doesn't necessarily go lighter or heavier in the way that the G29 just did, but you actually, and obviously you feel the vibration through the wheel, so you know instantly when you're too quick into a corner. Whereas I kind of want to say that the G29, you didn't, on reflection, you didn't actually know it too well, if that kind of makes any sense. I love the G29, awesome wheel, highly recommend it. But I struggle to explain it, which is why I've sort of not done a review just yet. But when I'm driving and I'm on this, there's three different situations in the car would have all felt the same on the G29. I can pinpoint exactly what's going on with this wheel. And so I've held off doing a review because I need to work out exactly how I explain that, if that makes sense. But yeah, amazing for that, absolutely. Same story for you, yeah. Lockdown. I think I was always a fan of motorsports and racing and things like that, or I kind of watched enough Top Gear and bits and pieces. But like for example, an F1 race, I could never sit and watch an F1 race. British touring cars, I used to kind of watch that. I get halfway through and then I just think, all right, okay. But the lockdown, playing a bit of Gran Turismo, and then of course, nothing else better to do, so I sit and hammered the campaign, got onto some online races, stuff like that. And then let's just get this corner right, or as close as, we do clip the wall a little bit there. We're pushed from behind, just a little nudge, bit of contact. We might catch up to the chap named Ferrari, but in the Genesis here. Guy on the inside there, he's trying to go for that there, so a bit of contact from him. Gonna try and keep this planted. Yeah, we're all good. 2020 lockdown, so got into it, started playing it a little bit more, start hammering the campaigns, bits and pieces, and then Drive to Survive came up on Netflix. That's contact from behind there. We're being pushed into the wall. I'm trying so hard to get off this wall, but I can't turn the car enough against the speed that we're going. We've dropped down a ton of positions there. That is an absolute nightmare. Oh, down to P7. Man, no. Drive to Survive got me into F1 a little bit more and starting to actually appreciate it a little bit more. Now F1 totally rules my life, or at least my schedules and weekends, and the sim racing side of stuff. As soon as I got onto a wheel, I knew that was it. There was no going back from that point. We're also into the wall there. I'm trying to avoid the wall so much. I'm trying so hard to avoid the wall. There's a lot of wall riders that are happy to do so, but I personally am not. So if you see me riding the wall, it's not intentional. I'm not trying to do the cheating that the rest of them are. Right, I feel like we can catch back up. We lost a few positions, mostly because I did actually come off the power into this corner, which I did not need to do. That's the one. That's a bit better. Turn in slightly earlier for turn 2. Yeah, okay. Gotta head to bed. No worries at all, mate. No worries at all. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you once again. What a hero. And yeah, good evening to manufacturers. I think I've only got one more after this one. Ooh. Oh, I messed that one up altogether. Yeah, one more entry after this, and then I do need to go because my band is playing a gig this evening, so I'll be doing the 5 o'clock entry, finishing that one up, and then heading straight out the door. There's definitely a few positions up for grabs here, isn't there? Isn't that? 100%. Just need a good exit here. We can still get back onto the podium. I've got no doubt about that. No doubt whatsoever. We'll run a bit longer into this race. And then on the next one, we'll maybe attempt the early pit stop strategy and see if that works any good for us. Might as well try something a little bit different. Look at the weaving happening on the straights here. We've actually got quite a nice slipstream here. See all the scrapping going on. I actually think, is that all the way to P2? Is that, if that's 5 cars there, that should take us to P2, isn't it? There's P6. Five, 4, 3, 2. Absolutely, it is. Yeah. That's not going to be very good though. It's running a little bit too wide there. Going to lose a little bit of momentum, but we will have the slipstream here, so we'll crack on. I don't want to get too close to these guys though, in the same sense that we then end up losing too much time, getting caught up in the scraps that they were clearly having there. So we just need to be wary of that as well. Yeah, we're getting there on turn 2. Very much trying to avoid the wall riding. I just don't want to be seen to be doing that. Don't want to put myself in that category. But then again, you know, racing's all about finding the limits, all that sort of stuff, and I don't know. Shambolic, that, isn't it? God, like a firework display, all those cars going around turn 2. Ooh, bit of oversteer there, definitely felt that in the wheel. Although we could see for ourselves that the back end of the car was trying to become the front end of the car. Right, now this is where we've got a little bit of a slipstream train here. I want to try and aim for the podium. I do think that we could aim for a podium here, for sure. I'm going to apologise if I missed any comments on Twitch there. I try to catch up with the stream, with the chat. Very rarely we see the Twitch chat that active, so really appreciate everyone stopping by. Always good to see some new faces in chat, but apologies if I did miss any messages. I think the main thing that I was needing to do is also just brake that little bit earlier. Trying to carry too much into the corner and just not having the control of the car that's needed. I wasn't going to look for a move there, but maybe he's making him think that we were. Could have been earlier on the power there. Could have been earlier on the power. Actually wondering whether it's worth pitting now. Because if we do catch up to these, it's whether or not the time to get past them is going to be worth it. Right, had we not got past him, I think I would have gone into the pits. But now we've got another 1 second gap there, and I don't think this lap at least we'll catch up. Yeah, next lap. I'm thinking that, to be honest, yeah. We'll see, although we've got quite a run on this. And now with the slipstream, I think he's cost himself some time somewhere there. Because now we're going to be within 8/10. So, yeah, maybe his next lap, we'll jump into the pits. Because if they cost themselves any more time, I don't want to be doing the same. Certainly don't want to be doing the same. Maybe one more. Do we think one more? I'm trying to also consider, you know, we do have the slipstream there. Oh, let's just go. We'll go into the pits. We'll try it. We might as well. Although once again, we weren't expecting to get past. So, like that. Yeah, let's just go in. Let's go in. Don't change. Don't refuel. Let's hope that we don't fall out into too much traffic or anything like that. Once again, no, guys, thank you so much for all the new follows on Twitch there. That is tremendous. Really, 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 really appreciate it. Right, I think, apart from this guy there's going to be someone definitely comes past us here. We're going to be on the inside. Somewhat trying to stay out of his way. We go short. Raced with him quite a few times. In the Alpha as well. Fair play to him. He's avoiding the wall riding. Fair play to you. Fair play, lad. Nicely done. Avoiding the wall riding, unlike everybody else. So yeah, now the problem being is that we've ended up closer to this guy than we were the people that we were going to try and avoid catching up to, sort of thing. So try and get past him on the straight here, but we will maybe nudge for the slipstream. I think the Supra, yeah, the Supra has definitely got the pace, doesn't it? I'm actually costing myself time by being behind him, to be honest. Oh my god, that was a bit tight. That was a bit sketchy, that one, wasn't it? I thought the Alpha had a bit more top end than that. Costing myself time by trying to actually push him along and use the slipstream because there was there was no additional pace to be had. But then again, not many cars will be quicker than the Supra in a straight line, so nicely done. Only just though. Just done. That is as far out wide as I want to be going. Thought I was straight into the wall there. Turned in a bit too early, if anything. Right, P6 for us. Obviously there's a few people up top that will not yet have been into the pits. Didn't quite catch what the average pit stop time was. I think it's round about, trying to look at the numbers there, round about maybe it's 18 to 20 seconds, something like that. Would that be right? Maybe that's right, maybe that's wrong, not sure. Super very good pace round here. Yeah, it is. Alpha slow in the straight line. Yeah, maybe it's on this balance of power, because the Alpha's not necessarily always been the worst on straight line. As I say that, and it's not necessarily been the best either. But yeah, probably cost myself time trying to push him along and use the slipstream, because there was literally zero extra pace to have. So maybe if he was in the Genesis or something like that, or the GTR, definitely. Yeah, but good in the corners, yeah. I know it's always a go-to on the likes of Barcelona. It was a popular one the last time that combo was on. I feel like I'm dropping off a little bit on pace here. Don't know if that is tyres or just lack of concentration. Just need to try and nail down some more consistent lap times, I think, in the race here. We're going to have P5 here, I think. In fact, yeah, we definitely will do. Absolutely. Right, race leader goes in. Oh, no, 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 no. Right, this is going to be interesting. So watch the race leader. P2 goes in as well. And 3. Okay, this is going to be very, very interesting here, because you lose, of course, obviously, the momentum that you're carrying all the way from this final turn and all the way out and all the way down the straight and all the way around the corner. So the pit stop time itself is one thing, but the momentum that's lost on the way out of these corners. Let's have a watch here, see if we manage to... Look at that, we're up to P2. And just watch the time. We were 12 seconds behind the race leader, and that comes down to 11, it comes down to 10, it comes down to 9, and it's down to 8, and it's going to settle around about 7 seconds behind him, which is very interesting. And look at all those positions. We played a blinder on strategy, accidentally. We've played a blinder on strategy there, and we ended up with P2. What an absolute treat. So I actually think on the next race, we will try and pit maybe even earlier, not cost ourselves too much time being behind anybody at all. I think we might lose out on the slipstream here and there, but for what that's going to be worth against what we hopefully gain, I think the early stop will absolutely be worth it. So do we think we give that a go on the next one? I reckon that's probably going to be the best shout, but P2 is a mega result there, considering. I think we start... Where did we start? We started P... Did we start P3? We started P3. We dropped down so many positions, and then we've regained them again. So, you're using the WRX, Bob. Super 5 miles an hour quicker on the straights. Interesting. Oh, he was in the other Ferrari guy was in the Supra as well. I thought he was in the Genesis. Great stuff, bro. Thank you, man. Yeah, not too shabby at all. Not too shabby. 22, I think. Is that? Oh, is that for the pit stop? The pit stop loss. Yeah, something like that. And then, like I say, look how much he came out the pits, and he was 12.5, 13 seconds in front. And by the time we've gone all the way around that first corner and into the second, the momentum that you're losing out of the pit stop, you know, around there. Of course, it happened to us as well, but that's why I feel like the overcut sometimes doesn't work. I feel purely for that. I know it's all relative because everybody's got to do the same thing, but don't quote you on it. I will not, but I don't think you're too far off. So, something like that. Why does the BMW... Oh, BMW not very good round here. Interesting. What's that for Group 4? The M4? The M4 for... Yeah. Just went backwards for 14 laps. Wow. I think the M4's surely got to struggle mostly in the corners, though, yeah? Surely on the straight shouldn't be too bad, I wouldn't have thought. Or was it just bad all over? M4, yeah, cool. Was it just not very good all race, or were you finding certain parts of the track? I would have thought on the straights it wouldn't have been... I don't think it would have been the worst on the straights. I wouldn't have thought, but... I tell you what, while we wait, do you think we could quickly do a daily race? If there's one starting at 20 to 5, we'll quickly do a daily race. Yeah, let's do this one. Oh, this is oh, it's a tuning one though, isn't it? Oh, it's like a fully tuned race, isn't it? I don't know if this is worth doing. We'll do it for a laugh. We'll do it for a laugh. Oh, shit. What do we need to do? Comfort tires. Oh. Can we do that now? Oh, no. Oh, I can't do this quickly enough in time. 246. Oh my god. I can't do that quick enough. We not got time. Doesn't matter. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Right. We go back in to do some quali on manufacturers. Yeah, the comfort sort, and then yeah, just in 30 seconds, I was never going to be able to sort all of that out, was I? It was worth a try. I just thought something different, so that we weren't watching me do a load of quali laps again. But I guess that's what we'll do. Well, I tell you what then, for the new people on Twitch, we've got plenty of new faces. What we normally do is we try and guess our fastest lap in this qualifying session. So if you manage to guess correctly, it's got to be all 3 decimal places. Our lap in purple doesn't have to be quicker than the record down the bottom, but just what our fastest lap of this session will be. If you get it correct to all 3 decimal places, then you win yourself some free merch from the merch store. Now, links in the descriptions, compiled.social/Affinity Racing, and you'll be able to see there's a link on there for the merch store. It's just a temporary store at the moment. I've been saying for about a year now that I'm going to be switching things over, but it's just stayed on there for the time being. But anyways, you'll be able to see the t-shirts. We got Nürburgring, we got Pit Crew, we got Ferrari, and we got one other which I can't remember. Oh, we got the Traction t-shirt, which is my favourite one. But go check them out anyways on the merch store, compiled.social/Affinity Racing. You'll see the link to the merch store on there. You should do anyways. And yeah, see which one you would fancy getting. And if you get correct all 3 decimal places, our lap in purple, free t-shirt is yours. So, let's do it. We are, however, going to include. We'll do 3 laps here, then we'll get entered into the next race. So that's a 16.192, 15.455 we got there. Yeah, so that's about just over a 10th off my current best. I'll be happy with that. If I can take another 10th off that, I'll be very happy. Hopefully I can do. I want to take as close to 1 whole second off this time that we're seeing at the bottom. If I can get close to 1 whole second, look at that, that's already going to be a 15.1 at this rate. Oh no, that's where we've lost a bunch of time though. That's absolutely going to cost me. Absolutely going to cost me there. This is already, I think this will be an improvement if my maths works quick enough. Or if my maths is as quick as the car we're driving, which it absolutely is not. We lost a bit of time there. Maybe this won't be quite an improvement on that record. It's going to be 6/10 quicker though. 578. It is going to be an improvement, only by a handful of thousandths once again. We lost about 3/10 there. There's someone guessing on a 15.2. What's that? 219. We could end up being close to that at this rate. Lost a lot of time in the last last sector. Surely that has to be a bit quicker. No, just caught a bit of contact with the wall on the way out. I feel like this is where, however, I lost a lot of time in the last lap. So I'm certainly going to make some back, I think. May not be enough to improve, but certainly going to make a little bit back. One more lap, and then we'll quickly jump out of this and get entered. Let's try and get this down. 15.219. See if we can get that. Oh, nearly in the 14s. Nice. Stu guessing, Bob, sorry, guessing a 15 point. Let me look back at the screen and see what that was. 15.4. Let's just brake as late as I dare here. Nice, nice, nice. Still quicker on the last lap, but that's got to be better, surely. Our exit there is absolutely tremendous. Our exit is mega there. This is... Oh, no! Too much of the curb. I was up onto the grass there. End up losing out quite a bit there. Never mind, that's not going to be an improvement, that one. 15.578, though, is our current best. If I can get anywhere near a 15.2, I'd be well happy. What's that put us in the ranks? 655 in the world rankings. Let's get entered into this one then, and we'll do the alternative strategy with this. We'll do the mega early pit stop. See whether or not that does any good for us. Right, we get another 10 laps or so here. 9-10 laps in this one. Any more guesses? Anyone want to make any more guesses on our fastest lap? I'm going to aim for that 15.219. Because I'd be super happy if we got that. I don't think I'll get anywhere near the 14s. 219 I think would be my absolute best. I certainly don't think I'd get any more than that, but we'll see. $15.333. Is that you just joining, Craig? I apologise if you've already been in chat and I haven't said hello. I'm sure that's the first comment from you, though. I could be wrong. But I hope we're all well, mate, as always. Welcome along. Good afternoon. Oh, there we go. He says good afternoon. I was panicking there, thinking, have I ignored you all, chat, or have you, have you just joined? We've got an active, busy Twitch chat after a raid over there. So I'm conscious of missing any comments, because of course everything comes through in one on Streamlabs here. But been out all afternoon, lovely stuff. Hope you've had a good day so far then, mate. It's all downhill from here. Let's see if we can improve on this time here, because that 15.5 I don't think is too bad. Are you done this one yet, Craig? Normally your time is the one for me to try and match or compare to, or try and aim for. Please don't be a penalty. Please don't be a penalty. This is going to be an improvement so far. If we cross the line like this, keep it to the apex, keep it nice and tidy. A little bit too much curb, not able to take enough speed there, I don't think. Off the power a bit too early. Go, 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 go. We could end up being 8/10 here. I want to take a little bit more than a second off for us to actually, of course, make any improvement. Here it is. It's going to be this final turn. Ow, no, 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 it's not. Alright, it's going to be a 0.6 then, I think. 15.6, we definitely need to improve on that. 0.665, indeed it is. Here we go, one more. Well, quite a few more actually. Haven't done any yet. Bit of time trial on race B. Have you done the time trial for Seaside? Have you seen that one? I don't know if that's new up. I feel like I've seen that there a little bit this week, but I haven't been on yet. Stu was asking about it earlier. That's got to be better. That's got to be better. It is indeed. This will be a slight improvement. Don't hit the wall. Oh, no, we hit the wall. We hit the wall. What a plonker. Well, start again then. Bugger. Tiny adjustments to make the time up. Indeed. Just need to work out now. I feel like I'm kind of on the limit now. I know that I could get another 10th or so out of it, but it's just pulling that one lap together, isn't it? I should probably watch someone's lap time in the Supra, I think, actually. Realistically, that would probably help. .45.6 on Seaside. Only done enough laps to get the daily workout. A bit more time left. I'm sure there is for you, mate. I'm sure there is. Now, that amount there, would we class that as wall riding? My intention wasn't to hit the wall. I have hit the wall or made contact with the wall in some way, but would we class that as wall riding? Because I don't know if I would. Especially considering my genuine intention was not to hit the wall, because the way that I'm doing it, touching the wall is going to slow me down. I'm not purposely nailing that line for a good wall ride, that's for sure. My intention is to drive it cleanly without needing to ride the wall. Right, what do we need out of this? Let's see if we can get 5/10 out of this, and that'll put us down into the 4s. Annoyingly, we're already half a second up, almost. Of course, through default of the where you start on your, as the time trial starts, whereabouts in the lap where you start. There's got to be an improvement, surely. Come on, we're even closing in on the ghost yet. Took too much of the corner. Tried to take too much of the corner. Yeah, that's not going to be very good, that one. I need more tenths out of it than that. And annoyingly, we had it right at the start as well, so... Right, I just need... It's just that right-hander after turn 2, so, so turn 3 is now where I'm starting to lose time. Just before that tunnel is where I'm starting to lose the most time. Yeah, unless I'm in a... Ooh, lobby with zero tolerance. And that one was that was acceptable, that one. Look at that, we made up tenths there. 2 tenths. By just actually taking that corner well. I took a bit too much of it on the first one, and of course you've got to back out by that point because you're onto the grass as well, so... Right, let's go. Let's get this one right. I don't know if it's. I think a slight short shift in the Supra is required as well, isn't it? Slipstream off that Ghost would come in handy right about now, wouldn't it? Right, just the slightest of wheel input. Let's not lose anything through tyre sliding. Man. I don't think any short shifting's worthwhile in the Supra, to be honest. In the Group 4 at least. I think it used to be. Doesn't feel like it is anymore. 75% rev bar. Oh, well, I went a bit too far on that one, but I'll give that a try then. Right, there's our 0.7. We've improved there by not really driving a very good lap at all. So, come on. I think I can take... Surely enough, I should be able to take 3/10 out of this lap. 2 more attempts left. See if we can do it. Any more advancements? Any more guesses on our fastest lap? Still feel like the 0.2 is going to be doable. Man, well off my time there, well off. Right, we're going to get one more attempt. Come on. This has got to be the one. This has got to be the one. Slightest clip of the wall. A couple of tenths up though. There was no wall riding on that. That was pretty much perfect round there. Bit far out wide to where I would want to be. Otherwise not too bad. I feel like that's pretty much perfect there. Come on. I need more than 2 tenths out of this though. That's not quite going to happen, is it? Not quite going to happen. In the short term, we lose too much time on that slight short shift as well. 10th off. 10th off. To be honest, though, we know that we can do pretty decent in quali now. You know, a 15.5 could well be pretty good for pole. Too much curb. On the last sector before the bridge, yeah. It's a compromise, isn't it? Trying to... If I can straight line it a little bit more, if it's a bit of a later apex, it's worth doing, but I'm getting to the curb just that little bit too early, I think. see, 6. I was going to try 6 there as well, but also not worth it. That was pretty well. I couldn't do that again if I tried. Put it that way. Hitting that head on. Zafra's in this one. Whee! There he is, lad. Is he streaming at the minute or not? He certainly is. He certainly is. Get in, Zafra, lad. Right, come on, Em. Seatbelt needed. Yeah, for that one, definitely. He is. We'll see if we can go say hello on his stream quickly. Zafra 991. There he is, lad. There he is. I didn't see what kind of time Zafra was setting on quali, but normally, I mean, Zafra's normally quite a bit ahead of me. Now and again, we're sort of level. If I've put loads of practice in and he's not put too much in, we tend to be level. Otherwise, he's normally a little bit ahead. So we'll try and stay. We'll try and kind of see if we can maybe get as close to Zafra as we can do. Oh, suffering from a frozen shoulder. No, that sounds a bit painful. I hope we sorted out with that soon enough, mate, because that doesn't sound too all too pleasant. I suppose you could try racing one-handed, but it's probably not recommended. Very painful and uncomfortable, I imagine, mate. I hope you sort it out soon enough. Is it something that you've done to it? Like, have you fell on it and injured it? Or is it something that comes about now and again? Oops. Woo! No slipstream, mate. Pointless hanging about. I want to get round, and I want to get round quick. And I don't want any traffic in the way, so if we can get in front of them, I think it seems to make sense to do so, doesn't it? Let's go. Right then, out lap complete. Now we just need some good laps complete. I can't believe they've taken away slipstream for quali. I literally can't get over that. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. Oh no, that wasn't particularly good. That could certainly be a bit better, or certainly needs to be a bit better. Not the best, not the worst through there. Through second sector. Hopefully we don't get caught up. He stays out of the way, yeah. I was going to say, hopefully we don't get caught up with this guy here. Thankfully we don't. Up into 6th, and away we go. What's this going to be? Mid-15s, I think, something like that. Right, 15.6. Did I say 6 or 8? 6. Zafra's in the Corvette, though. I'm not sure how well that's going to do round the... I mean, pretty much, I think if he's going to lose time, it probably is going to be in the... Sector 2. I would have thought. Oh, there he is. He's in chat. How we doing, mate? Yes, best of luck to you as well, man. You can tell us for yourself. Is the Corvette any good? I imagine you'll be acing it on the straights. But I know that... Right, 2/10 up. 2/10 up at the moment. This is provisional pole, boys and girls. Not like that, it's not. That's too wide. Oh, no, we're alright, we're alright. Provisional pole. Get ready to take a screenshot, because this isn't going to happen very often. Is it going to be pole? Oh, by 14 thousandths. No. By 14 thousandths. P2 at the moment, then. We can improve. We can improve. We can take 14 thousandths off, surely. That's our best lap as well so far. Outdone anything that we've managed to do in practice. Clip the wall. That's not very good. Losing a bit of time there. Just half a tenth though. Down by a tenth and a half on that one. Oh, that's going to be costly as well. Be lucky if this is a 16. Yeah. Yeah, or lucky if it's a 15, sorry. Yeah, Stu, you have to pit in this one. Mandatory pit stop, but you don't have to change tyres. It's one of those. One of those. Ah, no. That's not going to be the quickest way around there, is it? Layla, stop ringing me. You know that I'm streaming. You know that I'm streaming. That's the whole reason I'm in the office. Right. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Layla cost me 6/10 there. Maybe it's a bit too far wide, is it? No, we're all right. Need to turn in. Bizarrely, you need to turn in a little bit later into that corner for the quicker way around. Otherwise, you're just sliding tyres and sliding out wide. Right, let's go. We need those 14 thousandths. We got two. What will we have? 2 more attempts? 3 more attempts. Lost it there. Is this going to be an improvement? Is it? Is it? Is it? Nope. Oh, someone has improved. Bad Andy up top there. Still within a tenth though. Pole position covered by 73 thousandths between P1 and P4. 4 positions covered by less than a tenth. That's how close you want racing to be. That has to be an improvement. That has to be the quickest I've done that. Yeah, by half a tenth. Maybe it's just a little bit too wide there. Not sure. Still up by 6 thousandths. Oh man, no. Taking anything extra off. What's it going to be? 0.457. We got the Brit there, oddly named France, I think. Up at 0.121 up ahead. Slight clip of the wall. Oh, it's another half a tenth up. Come on. I just know that I can take time off. This is the frustrating thing. I'm just not managing to do it just yet. Maybe it's enough. Maybe it's enough for P2 this. Maybe it's enough for P2. I'm into the wall. Oh, I'm into the wall. No. No. Oh, man. Oh, no. Could have improved there. Could have improved. Ah. Should have improved as well. Should have improved. Annoyingly. Man. Just pushing that a little bit too hard. Right, let me just quickly check something. Right, it's going to be P3 then. Can we hold on to the podium though? That's the question. And what do we do now in terms of strategy here? Because what do we do in terms of strategy? Because we could either pit early, but there's a chance that we do end up falling down into traffic. So what do we think we end up doing here? Go along. His first suggestion. Good luck, cheers, Craig. Fingers crossed. Try pitting around lap 8. First race, the M4 topped out at 160 miles an hour, now 177. What on earth's going on there? Do you think they're actually maybe tweaking the balance of things with each race? I wonder if that's the case. I wonder if that's maybe what's happening there. Pit around lap 5, Stu saying, suggesting a little bit earlier. Yeah, I'm sort of undecided at the moment. I don't. We'll see what the race is like as we go. Firstly, we'll see what's the pace of the guys up in front. If there's a bit of a gap, we've got a reason to keep going. But if we start getting held up, I wonder if pitting's the way to go. But Ferrari does 156 by the end of the straight. Wow, that's slow, isn't it? No. What are we doing? We're just doing 160 by turn 2 by the braking zone. So maybe that's about right for Ferrari, perhaps. Yeah, about the same. Yeah. Oh, this is exciting now. Here we go, P3. I think we chased down the win on this one. We've had P2, we've had the podium, and now I think we've got no choice but to try and go for the race win. I didn't catch what the leader was in there, actually, what car the leader was in. Pac-Man livery, that's cool. He's in the Supra as well, the race leader. Okay, interesting. There's Zafra in the Corvette. Ooh, right, what do we think? What do we think? Can we go for the race win here? I think it's doable. I think it's doable. I hope it's doable. He's in the WRX. Wow. Yes, he is indeed. Yeah, there he is, of course. Very interesting then. Very interesting. Right, we've got to aim for P1. We've just got to. We just have to. Surely though, with Slipstream now involved, the WRX may be the quicker car, perhaps, whatever, but with Slipstream, surely we now have to be quicker. Surely overtaking them must be relatively easy on the straights. Presumably, I don't know, but I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. Credit to him, he stays off the wall. Oh, just understeering a little bit there. So that's where the WRX will have really been able to excel. But surely enough, Slipstream as well. I imagine that the Supra will have the pace on the straights regardless, but it's making up the lap time in those corners. Oh, I've had to come off the power there because I was definitely going to go into the wall. See what we gain, if anything, in the Slipstream here. Right, within 1 second. Oh, look at that. What's happening here then? What's happening here? All the way out wide. Inside of 9/10 now. Got this guy looking interested behind us though. I think Wall Rider behind us, maybe. Gives us a nudge behind us. Working with us at the moment. He's gaining quite a bit in that Supra. Fellow Supra driver, he again gives us a little nudge there. Working with us again, which is a massive help. Look at that, we've closed in hugely here. Ooh, penalty, penalty. Whoa, what a very fortunate turn of events that is. How lucky is that? How lucky is that? Now this guy knows that he's going to have to work with us here to just make sure we get away from any trouble, and then me and him can easily fight it out later on. Now we definitely want to go a little bit longer into this race before we pit now, I think. This is where the concentration's needed, I think. This is where the concentration definitely comes into play. Lap 12 for pitting. Okie dokie. I'm agreeing with you, something like that, I think. Much further into the race now. We do want to be conscious of what this guy's going to do behind us here. He's setting faster laps. I think he's got the pace once again. Gives us a little nudge. I'm happy to keep working with him. I think the bigger the gap that we can create for ourselves, the two of us here, against the WRX behind, the better. No doubt about that. It's a weird corner, this one. You take it flat, but you just got to put trust in. You feel yourself sometimes pulling wide. You just got to put trust in that the car will make it. He's got a hefty slipstream here, but we are managing to pull the slight gap throughout the race. P8 goes into the pits. I am contemplating whether to just let him in front, let him dictate the race. The noise of someone going into the wall was not me there, I'm very proud to say. That was him behind us. No wall riding for us. I'm determined to win a race without wall riding. I'm pretty positive it can be done. And I feel now this guy behind us is going to start pushing, trying to push that little bit harder, because he was closing the gap quite a bit, and then he's losing it in the lap, probably through default of being behind us. Maybe he actually is a little bit quicker, I don't know. Woo. Yeah, the only benefit possibly to staying out, to pitting earlier, is that the slipstreams you will pick up as you progress back through the field, but it's whether or not you're picking up enough. Yeah, he's still willing to work with us, which is very good. I think there is a theory there that if you pitted early, yes, you're back into traffic, but I think it would have to work out very fortunately that you just picked up a perfect slipstream from everybody that you passed on the straights. Only then could I see it maybe being worthwhile. But as I say, it's just such a weird one, because that kind of, the time that you lose in that pit stop, if you've only got a lap to the end and it's close enough, then there is a massive chance that people get past you. Like, if I pit and he goes more than one lap after me, he's definitely going to get in front. Just because of how much time is continuously being lost throughout all of this section of track now as I would come out of the pits. Which is why I was maybe contemplating. You see how hard he's pushing. He's trying to do the wall riding thing, I think. That's nice and early on the power there, to be fair. A 10th pulled out there, which is nice. Yeah, that's true. You can't go more than lap 1 if I pit 30. Yeah, if I pit 30 in, exactly. But oh, it's a weird one. I feel like I've got something to throw away now. We've got the race win in hand. And yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? That's what I can't quite work out. But I felt like I gained so many positions by pitting later than everybody else. Maybe they did just have really bad outlaps, and that was the difference it made. But you know, the difference to the race leader before I pitted on the previous one. Oh, that's contact there. That's contact. Hopefully he's still... Okay, I think there's a flash of the lights to either say, I'm sorry, or will you get out of my way? One of the two. I haven't quite worked him out yet. He might be on pad. Yeah, he might be. He may well be. To be honest with you, all this talk, when I'm talking about the slipstream, benefit of being in the slipstream, maybe it works out better. The amount of times he has pushed us along there, you know, has also got to be accounted for. We have, or he has worked with me to push along and try and build the gap that we have built. Slight clip of the wall there again. Thought I was going to put it into the wall, to be honest. Could be on for a faster slap, yeah. Still with us. It's so weird, actually. Look at the gap that we've made. Once again, he's going to absolutely lunge us in the last lap, though, isn't he? 100%. Yeah, we will go lap 13. We'll pit lap 13 in the absolute hope and pray. Hopes and prayers that it works and that he can't manage to jump us, because I think he will go aggressive very last lap. He's worked with us. We've pulled such a big gap here to anybody else behind us. And I feel like I'm a little bit quicker on the more cornered sectors. And I feel like he's obviously staying in it with the help of the slipstream. He's got the fastest lap. 15.3. We now have the fastest lap. How about it? Right, I need to pay attention here because I could well end up... I'm guaranteed to not pit at the right time or miss my pit stop altogether, so let's make sure I do that. He's gone to the inside. Oh, I thought he'd gone to the inside there. He did go a slightly tighter line, which has cost him in the long run, I think. Right, lap 13. Oh, Stu saying box, box. It's a weird one. I'm now, to be honest with you, unsure as to what to do. I feel like if I pit... I feel like if pitting on the very last lap, or lap 13, and only having the out, you know, that our last lap is essentially going to be an out lap. I feel like he might go quite aggressive, go for a move, and then we're not really going to have a chance to get it back. I feel like that's what could end up happening here. I feel like that's what could end up happening. Oh, I don't know what to do. Bit too wide there. I'm gonna box. I'm gonna box. I'm gonna box. No, I'm not. I was going to box until I realised I'll have been crossing the entry lines there. I would have been crossing the solid white line, the solid yellow lines. I was going to go pit very, very late. But I would have had a 3-second penalty slapped on my next lap for good measure. So end of this lap, we're going to have to go into the pits. Did we see the radar there? He was so close to wiping us out there. He was so close to wiping us out, honestly. Did anyone see that or not? That was scary. Headphones on as well. I just heard the noise coming towards the back of my head there. Right, come on. We're going to pit now. I hope for his sake he knows you need to pit. I'll not be too bothered if he doesn't. We're 9 seconds, I wish, 9/10 ahead of him now. He absolutely comes into the pits. We're going to remain ahead of him though. Don't change, don't refuel. Come on. Come on. Box, 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 indeed. Last lap dash for cash. That's what it's going to be. Just really need to hope that no one's managed a really solid outlap, which they absolutely... Look at this. Sorry, not a solid outlap, but I saw the headlights of a car right the way back there, and I thought they might have had the momentum to get past us. But realistically, I actually think we're quite comfortably well into the lead. Our boys in the ah! Thought that was going to be a penalty as well. Boys in the pit lane must have been a tenth slower on the pit stops, I think. We went in 9 seconds ahead. We came out 9/10 ahead. We came out 8/10 ahead. Oh man, that is going to be it. What a race. What a race. Well, I actually enjoyed that, and we did it without cheating. We did it without wall riding, so... proof that you don't need to cheat to win a race. Let's be honest, pretty fortunate. Pretty fortunate that the two guys behind pretty much killed each other. But I'm not taking anything away from the fact that we were probably going to be end up being a little bit quicker than that WRX. You can see that the three Supras have just gone straight to the top. So, yeah, pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. Come on. What a stream. Honestly, really, really enjoyed that. I didn't think that we were going to end up doing all three. I didn't think that we were going to end up doing all three there, because after the first race, I just didn't think that this was a race even worth doing. But we've managed to do it without cheating there. How did Zafra get on? P13 in the Corvette. I'll have a check of his stream, see how he was getting on in the race there. I think he's made up a few positions there, though, if I'm not wrong. Excellent race indeed. Very happy with that. Fastest lap and clean race, and we got the victory. 2 positions raised. Pretty happy with that, honestly. What a stream. Really, really appreciate everyone tuning in. Appreciate the guys on Twitch who have been dropped over here, and those of you that have actually stuck around as well. Hopefully it's been a stream that you've enjoyed. Plenty more of this, rest assured. Well, actually, not plenty more of this, because very rarely do we win a race. Very rarely. Very, very rarely do we win a race. Very rarely do we even end up on the podium. So, let alone a race win. That is not too bad. But yes, really hope everyone's enjoyed it. Thanking you very much. Please do drop a like on the stream. It goes a long way to helping out the channel. All the usual stuff that you tend to hear on the streams. We're getting close to A+. Boys and girls, we are getting close to A+ driver rating. So, I think that's what we're going to try and aim for in the next few weeks. Yeah, tremendous stuff. Really appreciate everyone stopping by, sticking by, and yeah, plenty more races, plenty more live streams, content, reviews, all that sort of stuff going to be coming up. So I'm very much looking forward to that. That is going to be it for this weekend. However, Monday we're back for daily races, which I'll be looking forward to. And then we will be back the following Saturday for the next round of manufacturers, which is Sardinia Road Track B, Group 3. So I'm going to be looking forward to that for sure. And then, excuse me, and then, oh, local rankings first. Yes, we'll have that. By local rankings, does it mean like the people in this office, or does it mean, what's it mean? Local rankings, main area. I'm the only one driving for Toyota. Secondary area. Oh, that one doesn't count. Because that's the same thing. Manufacturer rankings. 50th out of the manufacturer rankings. Not too bad. Need to get ourselves up into some higher lobbies, score some more points. But otherwise, pretty happy with that. There we are then. Yes, appreciate everyone tuning in. Have a great gig tonight, man. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. I can't actually read your name on Twitch there, because it's on a dark blue background with dark blue text, because Streamlabs is a little bit weird. So apologies. But yeah, catch you all on the next stream for sure. Looking forward to that one already. So Monday night streams, Saturday for manufacturers, and then Sunday for the British Heart Foundation. Boiling Point, is that your name? Tis indeed. There we are. Thank you, mate. The comments come up in white text, but stupidly it's like dark blue on a dark grey background, so you can't read the names from Twitch, which is really annoying. But yes, hopefully everyone's had as much fun as I have there. I'm about to go gate crash someone's wedding, so we see if we go. Well, we do like loads of Prodigy stuff and like dance and like hardcore like rave and all this sort of stuff. So we literally, if you go look at my YouTube channel for drums, search David Winter drums, we literally are playing like Prodigy Smack My Bitch Up at weddings. So how we end up getting away with that, I do not know, but there we are. Along with like, what's the other Prodigy one? You're No Good For Me. So that tends to go down just as well at the weddings, bizarrely, but we get away with it. So yes, that's what I'm about to go do, go make some noise doing that. So yeah, I've said it one too many times now. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you to Chad for the raid as well. What an absolute hero. And yeah, catch you all on Monday. Enjoy what is left of the weekend. What about poison? We don't do it. Yeah, no poison. I used to do poison in some of the rock stuff, but I'm assuming you mean Poison the band. I'm presuming. Or do you mean Poison the Prodigy tune? There's a Prodigy song called Poison, isn't there? I think we did at one point very briefly set up a Prodigy tribute, but that wasn't very. Yeah, give me a Poison. Yeah, Prodigy. Yeah, we used to do that one. We did, in Prodigy. We did that in the Prodigy tribute, but we only done a couple of gigs with that, and then we knocked it on the head. But yeah, I assumed you meant Poison the band because the rock stuff is more my thing. But unfortunately, you can't get away with playing Iron Maiden at weddings. So, anyways, right. Enjoy what's left of the weekend, folks. I think the MotoGP's on. What else we got racing wise? We got NASCAR. Kimmy's first race this weekend, isn't it? Raikkonen's first race in NASCAR over at Watkins Glen. So there we are. Breathe, that's the other one. Yeah, we used to. Breathe. Yeah, load of Prodigy tunes. Obviously, that we did in the tribute. There were some good ones, but it's not particularly. I'm the heavier stuff, you see. So I'm all heavy metal. And if it's not Iron Maiden, I'm not normally a massive fan of it. But the Prodigy stuff's really, really good fun. A challenge to play on drums. So. Yeah, it's good fun. But yes, enjoy what's left of the weekend, folks. Catch you all on Monday. Once again, really appreciate all the new faces on Twitch and YouTube as well. It's a bit of a buzz when we get some good streams in the bag, because a couple of months ago we had a really bad patch of horrific streams, so we're on the way up. Right, enjoy what's left of the weekend. Catch you all in a bit. Toodles!